Hello, breadfiesta here, and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario. We're just jamming out to the music here because I never commented on it. This is one of them enjoyable musics from the game, I feel. Especially for an area that's so, like, kind of hard to reach, and we never really have a whole lot of motivation to go here after this point in the game. This is good music. In today's episode, we are going to be, going in here. Hello. Open up. It's the police. We're coming to arrest you, Tubba Blubba. Oh, I thought there was going to be like a courtyard. Okay. So I don't know what those enemies are called. What, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Although they sound more like the police than we do. Thank you, Bo. Okay. So, I saw there was a key, or a lock to the right. So we'll just go ahead and use Bo's ability here, and we'll take ourselves to the left. Okay. So, remember when I said that this completely useless badge down here at the bottom was not, or was important? That would be for this dungeon. Because it allows us to be able to sneak past these sleeping guards. These ones right here. Right there. And I forgot to have Goombario out to have us tattle on the Clubbas. The Clubbas up in the club, the guard Tubba Blubba, the Clubba Tubba Blubbas in Clubba Tubba Blubba Blubba's castle. 8 HP, 3 attack P, no defense P. They often sleep P on the job P. B, job B. Okay, so let's get the action command perfect. Let's get the action command perfect. There we go. That light fixture in the back kind of looks like a tongue sticking its out face. You know, the colon P, because everything is P. I don't have to P. How much health does this guy have left? 5. Perfect. And we will go back to Bo. Oh, I had that. And I believe Bo can attack this enemy. Because they have the spiky maces, you can't jump on them because they're protected from above. Above type attacks. See, I was gonna say, like, a smarter player may have healed before entering a dungeon like this. One other thing is, I forgot I had that slow badge on. You cannot do the spin attack, or the spin motion, while you have this slow badge on. Ow. Can we not? We cannot. Okay. So we will have to approach that badge from a different angle. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Okay, they have reach. No, there's 3 of them. Everything is great. And we're definitely not going to get curb stomped in this dungeon, I suppose. Tried to do the action command a little too soon. It doesn't. This chapter doesn't really feel like a dungeon, whereas, you know, in the Koopa Bros Fortress, that was clearly like a dungeon because we ended up in the dungeon at one point, and excuse me. should definitely keep myself hydrated. But the dry ruins also felt like a dungeon. Whereas here it's just this guy's mansion. So, you know, it just does not have that finality about it. If that's actually a word. Who knows? Myself in the future. But not myself in the current or in the past. Okay. So we showed off this logo. It's important, but at the same time, you don't need it. Is there another one in here? No. Careful. We got the star piece. And there's a book on the table. Everything here is kind of giant a bit. Okay. Can we do it? Merlee, you are being very helpful, and I'm very appreciative. So let's see how much power this grants us. 8. That's a lot. That is a lot of damage for even at the end of the game. 8 damage is a lot. And to be able to have that in Chapter 3 is very, very respectable. I'm not super worried about the low health aspect because we're about to level up again. Because you know what? We are good at this game. And we're not going to let anybody tell us otherwise. Bo had a little fan thing there. Forgot about that. Alright. These doors are giant. Did I not mention that? I'm fairly certain I did. I want that. Give. Something's sleeping. I mean, it's gotta be something big if we can hear it from this far away. Let's take care of this guy first. I like how they gave Bo, like her main attack does 4 damage. Because the 4 damage just allows her to like keep pace with all like the already powered up partners. So it is a nice thing. Makes her not like way weaker than everybody else. I think we want to go down first. Though depending on what is... You? You were the person we were hearing snoring? Let's go ahead and check the big door then. More stairs. Okay, let's do this one then. Careful. Skip you for a moment, because I'm fairly certain... I thought at the bottom of one of these stairwells was a super block. But no, it's just bad guys. Uh-oh! I woke you up. Oh! Merlee! See, this is the value of the special course. It's causing the game to lag so badly. So many coins. 194 coins. Okay. The Clubbas all travel in like 2-man squads. Oh, no, wrong. This one is 3. Which is fine. I'll show this battle because that means we'll get the level up. The only one. It's the last one in the game. Except not really. It would be kind of awful if you maxed out your level this early in the game. But there is definitely a max level. Because each of your stats has a maximum that it can reach by natural methods. Like, some you can go beyond the maximum with badges. Which is a thing. so good at that action command. And yeah. So the thing about this level up is that I'm considering like breaking my normal order. Like normally I'd go for HP next, but I kind of want to go for badge points. How many upgrades left for badge points do we have? 6, I believe. And then how many for HP? Also 6. Same with FP. You know what? We'll go with HP. We'll just stick with the regular, usual. Oh, we are now in the reverse attic. Whoa. Hey. I hope there were no other secrets up there. Hello, Mr. Ghost. I am Mario. Hidden in Tubba Blubba's room on the highest floor. What's the people wanting to live on the highest floor? Okay, so we need to go to get to the uppermost floor. Oh, there's definitely like a huge smudge on my glasses. I don't like wearing my glasses because I don't like the way I look with them, but I can't really see the text on the TV very well without them. Well, that didn't help. First, you need to go to the uppermost floor, then keep going until you find his room. That is what that says. It's about as best as I'm gonna get it. If you happen to rub into Tumblr, don't fight. Until you find out his secret weakness, don't fight him. Noted. More healing. All of heals. I believe this is where... Aha! Sorry, Cooper. You will get the next one, Cooper. I think. Yes, you should get the next one. But Bo gets this one because, those are the rules. I forget what attack Bo gains, at super rank. Uh-oh. There's a lot more stairs. But we definitely picked the correct stairs to go down first. We have to drop down there from above. But I think it's more I know. Because it makes sense. So we saw a key door over here. Right here, in fact. It's a silly looking key though. We have speed over the Clubbas. Okay, so this is like a large scale whirlwind from Pokemon that just scares enemies away. Not interesting. But with the level up, Bo the Boo now does 5 damage instead of 4. So that is good. And those guys are still giving us 2 star points per person, so that's good. This is just a big old empty room. Like, this Tubba Blubba has no sense of, like, decoration. Like, hi. Merly, I very much appreciate your constant visits. Because now I don't even have to worry about the action commands. I don't think Merly can appear twice in a single battle. Like, if she gives you extra defense, she can't then increase your star points. Fighting with the club is just really kind of like wears you down. Like, lost 8 HP even though I landed most of the action commands. Can I fall through here? No. Good. No. It doesn't look like they can detect you while they're moving. Okay. Nice little balcony. Great view to the completely empty, like, opening. Yeah, there's nothing in this place. It's very dull. Kind of a boring dungeon. No, it doesn't really help us to... Oh, I sure did get the first strike on that wall right there. There's a hole in the wall. I don't know if this counts. It does! Come on, let's... We can do this. We can play this game. Okay, so do we recall what the room underneath us looked like? This right here was the spring, I believe. So if we fall... Can we destroy this without falling through it? Yes, we can. Okay, good. Because what I want to do is break this, but then fall... Let's break all three just for the sake of it. I want to fall through this one, because I know this one is right. Because this will be able to use Mr. Carey, Secretary of State Paracarry, to get us the D-down jump badge, equivalent of the D-down stomp. And then bounce us back here. Perfect. Although perhaps maybe we should have, while we were down on that floor, gone to get the, heart block was the remainder of that thought. But I take back everything I said about the lullaby ability. Okay. So let's go ahead and not get ourselves impaled here. Impaled, rather. You're cutting this way too close. We need to be a little more prop. Okay, sure. We can make it, we can make it. We did, we made it. Okay. And just another key. Okay. I think if you get stabbed by the floor, you lose some health, as well as getting knocked back to the start. So it's a really bad go to jail card. Alright. This should put us above... Yeah, this is the room above the dining table. Just with that clock. There's been no decoration in this entire place, and now all of a sudden there's a clock. With a secret room behind it. With a bed. How do we get up there? We can't jump on any of these things. Was there a third floor? I don't remember if there was. But that would be kind of uncool for there to be a third floor and then we'd fall from... Aha! That's how we do it. Can we paracarry that? There we go. I'm sure any other player could paracarry it, but I cannot. So it's pointing this way. I think maybe there's something up here. Aha! When Mario's in peril, his attack power goes up by 4. This is a nice badge. I don't know if I have found this ever before. I have to have. Not that bad at this game. So if you ever have 1 HP left, you can give yourself 4 extra attack power. So, I would say that it's a situational badge. Definitely not something that you want to rely on, for sure. Hi. Merlee, once again. How many times has it been just in the Gusty Gulch area? Like, how many times has she visited us? I kind of feel bad. Like, what if she just doesn't have that many clients? And we're, you know, one of the few people that visited her and paid for the special course. Like, I don't even want to think about that. Merlee is such a nice person. Why would... I'm going to advertise for her. Go visit Merlee. Because she's a good person. Go ahead and finish this up. Okay, and I guess we will... I think we can drop down from this side to get that star piece. Worth it. Alright, back up we go. So... I got caught. Whoops. Whoops. Let's try this game. So I think by the time this episode comes out, I'll have started my new Let's Play. That's gonna run alongside this one for October. So that's fun, right? That's definitely a good game, and I hope... I mean, I've been having a lot of troubles with my, not recording software, but, Adobe Premiere, which is what I use for video editing. Had to, like, reinstall it, like, 3 or 4 times. But this most recent time, I did not update the software. I think that's what was breaking it. Was the updates to the software. So, should be good from now on. Probably. Until I accidentally update it again. Or until I get a new computer. Okay. So now we're back to here. Use the ugly key on the ugly door. And enter the ugly room. There is a 3rd floor, apparently. I don't have any, like, badges that use, like, flower points right now, so let's get rid of the oldest. Maybe we can do something about that. Because we can probably put on something better than D down pound. Something that will be of more use to us. Like... hammer throw is always good. I don't think there's any way that you can fight like the sentries. Things that grab you and escort you out of the building, so... Oh! You smell something very fishy? Is that what boos smell like? Fish? So... this is a little, don't get caught by Tubba Blubba game. Although somehow he, like, forgets you're there. If he spots you, and then you go invisible, it's just like, oh, it must have just been a ghost. Would you think like that would be all the motivation he needs to eat you? Whoa. I'm pulling this much closer than I should be. He should have moved to the left of me by now. He saw us, 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 he saw us. Okay. Let us move the mic back up to where my mouth is, and then, because as much as I like, or I guess I could just cut out the entire room. Can I survive that, though? With 11 HP? It's tough. Yeah, I'll probably be fine. Depends how many guards are on each. Oh, it's just 4.